Here are inspirational quotes by Andrew Carnegie. You are what you think, so just think big, believe big, act big, work big, give big, forgive big, laugh big, love big, and live big. Wealth is not to feed our egos but to feed the hungry and to help people help themselves. No man becomes rich unless he enriches others. The greatest astonishment of my life was the discovery that the man who does the work is not the man who gets rich. There is a power under your control that is greater than poverty, greater than the lack of education, greater than all your fears and superstitions combined. It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you may desire. If you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. The sole purpose of being rich is to give away money. 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. The wise young man or wage earner of today invests his money in real estate. The older I get, the less I listen to what people say and the more I look at what they do. Show me a man of average ability but extraordinary desire and I'll show you a winner every time. The man who dies rich dies disgraced. The secret of success lies not in doing your own work, but in recognizing the right man to do it. There is little success where there is little laughter. There is no use whatsoever in trying to help people who do not help themselves. Young man, make your name worth something. I am no longer cursed by poverty because I took possession of my own mind, and that mind has yielded me every material thing I want, and much more than I need. But this power of the mind is a universal one, available to the humblest person as it is to the greatest. A man's reading program should be as carefully planned as his daily diet, for that too is food, without which he cannot grow mentally. Immense power is acquired by assuring yourself in your secret reveries that you were born to control affairs. The men who have succeeded are men who have chosen one line and stuck to it. It is not the rich man's son that the young struggler for advancement has to fear in the race for life, nor his nephew, nor his cousin. Let him look out for the dark horse in the boy who begins by sweeping out the office. The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled. Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Every man gravitates to where he belongs in life, just as surely as water seeks and finds its level. His position is measured precisely by the quality and quantity of the service he renders, plus the mental attitude with which he relates himself to other people. Be king in your dreams, make your vow that you will reach that position with an untarnished reputation, and make no other vow to distract your attention. The secret of happiness is renunciation. Anything in life worth having is worth working for. No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit for doing it. Take away my people, but leave my factories, and soon grass will grow on the factory floors. Take away my factories, but leave my people, and soon we will have a new and better factory. One great cause of failure of young men in business is lack of concentration. People who are unable to motivate themselves must be content with mediocrity, no matter how impressive their other talents. There are two types of people who never achieve very much in their lifetimes. One is the person who won't do what he or she is told to do, and the other is the person who does no more than he or she is told to do. Think of yourself as on the threshold of unparalleled success. A whole, clear, glorious life lies before you. Achieve. The best time to expand is when no one else dares to take risks. The average person puts only 25% of his energy and ability into his work. The world takes off its hat to those who put in more than 50% of their capacity, and stands on its head for those few and far between souls who devote 100%. You cannot push anyone up a ladder unless he is willing to climb a little himself. Do your duty, and a little more and the future will take care of itself. Here is the prime condition of success: concentrate your energy, thought, and capital exclusively upon the business in which you are engaged. Having begun on one line, resolve to fight it out on that line, to lead in it, adopt every improvement, have the best machinery, and know the most about it. Don't be content with doing only your duty. Do more than your duty. It's the horse that finishes a neck ahead that wins the race. It is more difficult to give money away intelligently than to earn it in the first place. Success is the power to acquire whatever one demands of life without violating the rights of others. If thou dost not sow, thou shalt not reap. The rare individuals who unselfishly try to serve others have an enormous advantage: they have little competition. The more difficult a problem becomes, the more interesting it is. It marks a big step in your development when you come to realize that other people can help you do a better job than you could do alone. Watch the costs and the profits will take care of themselves. A library outranks any other one thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert. I wish to have as my epitaph, "Here lies a man who was wise enough to bring into his service men who knew more than he." Do not look for approval except for the consciousness of doing your best. The man of business knows that only by years of patient, unremitting attention to affairs can he earn his reward, which is the result, not of chance, but of well-devised means for the attainment of ends. Do not think a man has done his full duty when he has performed the work assigned him. A man will never rise if he does only this. The promotion comes from exceptional work. You develop millionaires the way you mine gold. You expect to move tons of dirt to find an ounce of gold. But you don't go into the mine looking for the dirt, you go in looking for the gold. Put all your eggs in one basket and then watch that basket. Strong men don't compromise, it is said, and principles should never be compromised. Teamwork appears most effective if each individual helps others to succeed, increasing the synergy of that team. Ideally, every person will contribute different skills to increase the efficiency of the team and develop its unity. My hopes were high, and I looked every day for some change to take place. What it was to be I knew not, but that it would come I felt certain if I kept on. One day the chance came. Success can be attained in any branch of labor. There is always room at the top in every pursuit. Mutual ignorance breeds mutual distrust. I spent the first half of my life making money and the second half of my life giving it away to do the best and the least harm. When fate hands us a lemon, let's try to make lemonade. Whatever I engage in, I must push inordinately. Support us by subscribing to Possible for Sure and for more quotes.